Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville 2 YouTube channel. For this video, we're going to do a little eBay sales update, give you guys some insight on things I'm selling on eBay, how much I'm getting for it. Maybe it'll spark your interest in trying to sell some stuff on eBay, because at one time it was a full-time job for me. Now it's just a nice little extra income that I can come by. And yeah, so we'll go through. I don't remember the last time we did one of these update videos, so we're just going to go for a while until I get tired of talking. And also, two other things we're going to do is, I didn't have time to do it today, but when I made the Walmart video where I picked up all the heart tools, where like you see this battery on the screen, and specifically the cordless tool video, between a couple of comments left on the video and a couple of people that I just talked to and emails, there seemed to be a pretty good consensus that I either wasted the money, or that there's no way there's any resale value in the heart tools, or why would you buy these to resell? You know, comments kind of like that. So I would like to, at some point, do a breakdown of how much I spent, how many pieces I got for that, and, you know, how much do I have to sell to break even, or how much money do I think I can make off it, and, you know, things of that nature. Today I didn't have time to actually make that list and everything, but that is in the works. Also, I'm getting so many tools here that it's just completely overwhelming. I have too much stuff in this house, in the garage, so I'm trying to get rid of stuff, either stuff that I bought that I just needed for a video and I don't need anymore, or things that were given to me for free that I have no use for, or I just, you know, I already have a duplicate of the same thing. We are going to do a giveaway on the main channel for some stuff, but I need to get rid of it quickly. And I need to recoup some money so that I can buy more stuff that we'll do videos on and hopefully just rinse and repeat. Anyway, the plan is I'll do a video on the main channel, but to do a bunch of tool auctions that start at 99 cents plus shipping. And we'll do a video announcing or whatever on the main channel with all the specific links to the different items. And if people want to buy it, look, number one goal is to get it out of the house. Number two goal is to make a little back so we can get some more stuff to make more videos. And we'll just see how it goes. I'm sure some people will complain and be mad about it, but it is what it is. You can't make everybody happy. So, first off, going through some of the latest sales on eBay, we have this Hart 1.5 amp hour 20 volt battery. You see I had 6 of those from that last trip. All 6 have sold now. $29.99 plus free shipping. I actually took an offer just today on the last 2 and got $25 a piece, but since it's the same buyer, I can save a little bit on shipping. These went first class mail, but I think they were right at about 16 ounces, which is the max for first class mail. So depending where they went, about $5 a piece to ship, and I'll probably save a couple dollars, maybe $8 for the 2 that sold today to ship them together. And an update for the conversion chart magnets. We're up to 122 sold. So they just got the logo on the bottom, and then converting metric and SAE. So, you know, if you don't know what measurement a bolt is, or if you want to know what's close to the other scale or whatever, kind of handy to have. But anyway, 122 of those have sold. So I've been pretty happy with that, because it's one of the only products that is like my own that I sell, you know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. These, I ended up buying more of them just because they've sold really well. $8.49 each, and I just ship them in an envelope. So what's the stamp? 55 cents or something right now. And you get 5 of these terminal connectors for vintage GM vehicles. I need a couple for my 73 Corvette, a wire that broke right at the end of the connection there. So I put in a new one, kept a few for in case, because my 66 Caprice uses the same, has some of the same connectors. And you can't buy just a few. If you buy them, you have to buy like hundreds at a time. So I created this listing, and 49 have sold, $8.49 a piece. As soon as I get rid of these 7, I'll just buy some more, and now I might as well just recycle it, because I already have the listing, I already have the pictures, it's easy to ship. Even though I don't make a ton of money, I'll include a magnet, a little struggleville.net magnet with every single thing that sells, so maybe a potential new visitor to the site I like doing that with all my eBay packages. I don't know if it's helpful. I haven't had anyone come back and say, hey, I bought something from you on eBay and then I subscribed to your website. That hasn't happened, so maybe I've just wasted a bunch of money and effort in putting magnets into every single package. But, you know, it can't hurt. Oh, well, I guess it could be a waste of money, which it doesn't matter. Dewalt, we got a contractor bag. One sold, one left. This came with one of the combo kits that I picked up, and I think anyone who's bought a bunch of tools has a ton of these bags. So for a while, I was just keeping them because I thought, hey, you can never have enough bags. And since I have turned a corner, that I definitely have enough bags. So we sold this one. $8 in shipping for something that I had absolutely no use for. And when I'm buying things to resell, I really don't put any value in the bag because I wasn't even expecting to sell it. So give me another $8. This was one of the few items that I found the deal online and I did not post it on the website. So this was a clearance deal at Home Depot, and it was $27 at Home Depot, and I knew that was a really good price. So I added it to my cart, and it said they had 4 left, and I considered, okay, do I want to buy these 4 for myself and make a little money, or post them on my website, and maybe or maybe not, someone or up to 4 people benefit from this deal. And because there were so few available, I just decided I was going to take one for myself. So $79.99 plus shipping on something that I paid $27 for. One has sold, 3 more available. I expect this to be something that I'll have for a while, and it'll take quite some time to sell all 4, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. It'll eventually sell, and I'm definitely at $27 not losing any money, even if I take an offer from somebody who, you know, even if they offered $50, I would still make money. Although at this point I wouldn't take an offer at $50, so don't waste the time. Speaking of which, can I give you a quick story? Just a quick one. So I have this Hart item, the vacuum. I have it listed for $30. And someone offered me $9. Well, of course, I'm not going to accept a $9 offer. And then they messaged me and said, well, why do you even make an offer on your listing if you're not going to accept offers? Well, because I don't accept asshole offers that are 1/3 of the asking price. So then, out of curiosity, because now this guy's got me thinking, I looked at his listings, and he is selling a Hart tool. He had one listing up for a Hart drill, and in his listing description, which is an auction, so it cost him 25 cents to create this listing, unless he had some kind of promotion going on. Maybe eBay offered him, but anyway, generally, he put in the description listing like no lowball offers, which I thought was really funny because what, did you look in the mirror? You ever seen that meme of the 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other? Like no lowball offers. The other thing is, he has listed the same item 3 times, and he either stole it or in some other way got it for free because it was a Hart drill kit, which is, you know, the drill, the battery, and the charger. It's a 1.5 amp hour battery. Even when you get that on sale, it's about $49. And then it was with a 4 amp hour battery. Now that 4 amp hour battery is pretty expensive because Walmart has all the batteries overpriced. I don't know if they're trying to push you into just buying a kit with another tool and then get the battery that way or what. But I mean, that 4 amp hour, it's got to be over $50 because I think they sell the 1.5 for like 30 or 35. So you have maybe $100 worth of tool, and he listed the auction 3 times, and every time he's gotten about $25 or $26 for it. So I don't know if the other people just didn't pay. I don't know how unless he has multiple quantities and he's just letting it, you know, keep going, you know, rolling over. But why? Like, this doesn't make sense to me at all. I don't know what's going on, but that's totally goofy. You're not making money at that at all. And I don't know how you got these products because I don't believe for 1 second you're taking that much of a hit every time you sell it. After fees and fees on the shipping, at $25 or $26, you are at about $20 that you're putting in your pocket. So, anyway. Next up, we have the 20-volt charger. This is the fast, quote, fast charger, even though it's only 2 amp, which is like the typical charger for any other line of tools. But $25 for that, plus shipping. And the reciprocating saw, now I've sold 2 of these. One, the guy hasn't paid yet, and I don't think he's going to pay, so that's kind of a pain. But got $50 a piece for these. Now this was free shipping, and it'll be $10 to $15 to ship, kind of depending how far the person is. Like if someone in California or Hawaii or something buys it, then I'm going to be screwed and it's going to be expensive. But if someone in the Midwest or thereabouts buys it, then it'll be quite a bit cheaper. And it is cheaper also for an item that is either a little bulkier or heavier to ship it via FedEx. Sometimes UPS too, but usually FedEx is a better deal. But the problem with FedEx is you have to take it to like a FedEx place. Even like a Walgreens is a FedEx place, or I can take it to my mailbox where I pay for my P.O. box. It's not really a P.O. box, but whatever. But in my very specific circumstance, to get any place that I could drop off a FedEx package is an hour round trip. So unless I have a reason to go there, I'll pay $5 more to have it shipped through the post office, because obviously the time is worth more than $5. The gas would be worth more than $5. But anyway, $50. We've sold both of them. We'll see if the second one actually gets paid for. The person messaged me last week, like Thursday or Friday, and said they'd have the money on Saturday and they'd pay me. And we are now on Wednesday, I believe. So what Saturday was he talking about? I don't know. I only got one of the circular saws. One kit that came with the circular saw. This sold for $60 in free shipping. Probably, I don't remember how much the shipping cost, but it's going to be similar to the reciprocating saw. They're very close to the same weight. The box for the circular saw is actually going to be a little smaller because it's more square, whereas that rectangular box is a little more difficult with the reciprocating saw. And one of the four-port fast chargers sold. This was $50 plus shipping. And just keep in mind that each of these kits I paid $100 for. So even though we didn't do the full breakdown, each kit I paid $100. There was 2 batteries in every kit. There's the charger in every kit. And every one of them I think was 3-tool, and one of them might have been a 4-tool. The one might have been 4-tool, and it came with, well, okay, it was a 3-tool with a 4-port charger, so it's a better charger. Anyway, so all I have to do is get to $100 on each of these sets, and this was $50 plus shipping right here. Just to kind of, for the people who say, you know, I'm financially ruined by buying these heart tools. So the 2 amp hours, only one has sold. I don't have that much of a price difference. I guess I kind of have a little bit of a price difference between the 1.5s and the 2s, but the 1.5s all sold, and so far only one of the 2 amp hours sold. I haven't even gotten any offers, which I'd be pretty flexible on an offer on this, but $34.99. I don't know. If none more sell within the next week, I'll probably bump it down to $29.99, but then maybe take off the best offer and just see what happens with it. But it's kind of expensive for a 2 amp hour battery, but like I said, Walmart's just kind of goofy with theirs. So this is another one that came with a combo kit, and this DCB 107 charger just isn't good. It's a slow charger, and I don't think I could have sold it by itself because it still weighs over a pound, so it would have cost the same to ship just the charger or to pair it with 2 batteries. So if I can dilute that shipping charge across 3 items as opposed to a low value charger, then I'm doing a little bit better for myself. So these are 1.5 amp hour batteries. Pretty sure this came with the Atomic kit, and man, I buy too much. I can't remember what I paid for it, but $62.99 for the charger and the 2 batteries, and plus shipping. Little Corvette car part, $24.99 plus shipping on that. So this came off the 73. We did a video on this channel, I think, about last summer or so. I bought a new one, and they're really expensive. It was like $120 or something for the new one. But I thought, well, at that point, why? I don't need to keep the old one. And hey, $25, recoup some of my money. I'm happy. Speaking of happy, I am so glad that I sold the last of these Craftsman wrench organizers. They were just big and bulky enough that they were an incredible pain to ship. They didn't fit in the padded mailers that I currently own, so I had to weasel around every single time. And then if you put it in a box, you got the added weight of the cardboard, and then the shipping got more expensive. And I wish these things were like 2 inches smaller than what they were. If they hold one less wrench than what they did, it would have been a lot more economic economical, because for low dollar cheap items, shipping is a huge factor. People get spoiled with like free shipping from Amazon or Walmart or whatever, but when it's just the individual seller on eBay or on Amazon, shipping prices are crazy. As soon as you break £1 on the shipping price, it doubles. It's awful, and people complain all the time that I charge too much for shipping, and I try to very nicely tell them, go to the post office website, put in, whatever, this thing weighs 2 pounds, put in my zip code, put in your zip code, and tell me what it tells you it's going to cost, because that's what I'm paying. So anyways, a lot of times I lose money on shipping, and then it pisses me off when people complain that the shipping's too much. It's like, I ate money on that one. Just $7.49 for this thing. I bought these at different times, so I didn't pay always the same, but the lowest I paid 49 cents and free shipping from Sears. And I had more than 28 of these. It must have been like when our listing renewed or something like that. I had an entire big tub just full of these things all lined up. I don't even think they all fit in the tub. I had extra boxes off to the side of these. Which reminds me, I should probably check to make sure I don't still have a box somewhere of these things. Anyway, 28 of them sold. I'm glad to be done with them. I wouldn't buy them again, even though I made money on it. Now here's a Ryobi Charger. Got $14.99 plus shipping, which is really good for... This is a bad charger. Like, it worked just fine, but it's not a good charger. It's slow. So slow. Incredibly slow. The Ryobi stuff, from what I remember, doesn't say output. I don't think. Yeah, it says output 18 volt, but that's it. So I'm not sure how. I have a 1.5 amp hour battery, and I swear it took 12 hours to charge it, at least. So it came with the kit when I bought the misting fan, which that thing's awesome. And I started doing a video on it, and I didn't like how it was going, so then we're gonna have to redo it and do it some other time. But last summer I started doing a video on that. I don't think I ever posted it. Maybe I don't know. But it came with this charger. And not good. I bought another Ryobi LED light, and it came with something else that I sold. Anyway, it came with a better charger, much faster, and that's the one I kept, and then I got rid of this one. This Bosch Freak, $59.99 plus shipping. I got it for free because I won it in their contest 2 or 3 years ago. I think 2 years ago. It's kind of cool because it's got the 1/2 inch square drive, and then it's got a 1/4 inch hex on the inside of it. And this thing was actually in pretty good condition. I think this is the tool I cleaned up in a video where I was like, how do you clean your tools? So it came out pretty nice after the fact. It's great as an impact driver, but using it as an impact wrench with that 1/2 inch square drive, it just didn't have enough guts. It couldn't do it. And I don't have it. I have one other Bosch tool. It's their radio, like power box, where it has outlets on it and it's a Bluetooth radio and everything. But I don't move it anywhere. It's plugged into the wall. It just sits on a shelf, and I use it all the time because anytime I'm out in the garage, it connects to my phone. Bam, I'm listening to music. But it's plugged in. Don't need the batteries. Don't need the charger. Nothing. So I got rid of this guy, and I sold one of the batteries, one of the chargers. I still have another battery and another charger that honestly I completely forgot I had. They were down in the basement, and I saw them a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, why do I even have these? I have one Bosch tool that I plug into the wall. I should get rid of this before something happens. So then we have these that came from Ace. They were $10 a piece, so I really didn't make anything off of this. Dewalt Masonry drill bit set, 7-piece. I kept one for myself. It was a limit 4 at Ace for $10, so I sold the other 3. $19.99 free shipping. It probably cost $4 to ship. I paid $10, so you can see where this is going. Really didn't make any money, but again, at least I got a magnet sent to somebody, and who knows? Maybe they put it on their toolbox, and someone walked by one day, and they said, hey, never heard of that website. I'm going to go to that website. Yeah, I don't know. Really took a bath on these things. You can see I still have 7 available. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Memory Match Game. Pretty sure I picked these up at Farm and Fleet back in 2016, 2017 maybe. Right around Christmas time when, toy items are really hot, and I think I paid $5 to $7 a piece for them. And At the time I was selling on Amazon, and they were selling for $35 a piece. So they were really good, and I got some sold, but then I quit selling on Amazon and had them sent back to my house, and it just cost more for me to ship them than what it cost Amazon to ship them. And I've never had as much luck with toys on eBay as I do on Amazon. Amazon definitely does better with the toy stuff. And these are like right on the cusp of being a pound. So about $5 or $6 to ship. These pulleys came from Farm and Fleet, and I bought a bunch of them. They had them on clearance on their websites. They got shipped to me, and I bought it with other stuff, but I've had them for at least a year, probably more. And there was probably 10 different varieties, different sizes. Some had 2 groove, this one's single, V. So I don't know how, I got a lot of them, but the cheapest ones are only 44 cents. They're like 44 cents to $1.44, and that might have been the most I paid for any. Maybe $1.88, because that's how clearance pricing works at Farm and Fleet. It either ends in 44 or ends in 88. And I know they were all clearance. But yeah, they've been really slow to sell, but I got them so cheap that I'm not too worried about it. I just kind of let them sit, and if it sells, it sells. This one, $14.99 plus shipping. Another thing I have had forever. The problem is you can't take a good picture of this. This is the most aggravating thing to try and take a picture. It's 100 pieces of 6x9 thermal laminating film. They're like pouches you would put, like, here, I put a picture of the dogs. Oh, I had pictures from 2015, so it tells you how long they've been sitting around. I should probably take that picture off. It looks really bad. Anyway, 2015, it's just a little laminate pouch, and I picked them up at Goodwill. Actually, I remember Monica was with me at this one, and we got an entire cart of them. So it doesn't show how many here that I've sold, but we filled an entire shopping cart with these things, and they were heavy. I could barely pick up the box. It was so heavy. And that was back in the day when I was actually somewhat not as much of a fat ass. Oh, man. Yeah, those were the days. Anyway, $9.99 plus shipping. I paid $2 a piece, maybe $1. Some of them, okay, I remember we had kind of an argument with the cashier because they had tons of these things, and these Goodwills have certain colors that are half price. So like this week, green tags are half price. Next week, red tags are half price. And some of them were one color and others were the other color. And I said, hey, if I'm buying 50 of these and some of them are half price, can you just make them all half price? And they wouldn't do it. I'm thinking, who the hell else is going to come in here and buy these? Are you kidding me? So I was kind of annoyed with the cashier that they wouldn't do that. But I still just bought them all. And now I wish I didn't. I only have 6 left, and I made a little bit of money, but very annoying. I don't. Another thing that, if I was, more interested in selling stuff today, I wouldn't be buying it. Kodak things. This is another item I have had forever, and used to sell really well on Amazon. It was when I switched to eBay that these things just sat. So it's a Kodak USB charger. I actually got them in the packaging and took most of them out of the packaging because they were damaged. It was all like return stuff. So several years ago, probably back in 2015, along the time of those pouches, this guy, he was a helper at an auction that's near me. And then he branched off and did his own auctions. But what he was doing was online auctions, and then he had this warehouse where you would come pick up your stuff at his warehouse. You'd like schedule a time to meet him and pick up all your stuff at the warehouse. And the warehouse is in Wisconsin, so it's a drive for me. I bought, only one time did I ever buy anything from him, from one of his auctions, but I bought a ton of stuff because, honestly, I don't think it was promoted very well, or not many people were aware of it. I think it was one of his first auctions, or maybe it was his very first one. So I was just buying tons of stuff. It was like, it was $1. Okay, buy that for $1. Buy that for $1. Okay, buy that for $1. It'd be like a whole box. Or one thing which I definitely shouldn't have bought was an entire pallet of printers. Entire pallet of printers, but they weren't new. They were all open. You know, but they were all trash. I got an entire pallet of printers for $1. And then I had to take them to Best Buy or wherever to recycle them. And then some of them I even had to pay to have them recycled. I was like, this sucks. Everything was $1. I would just put $1 on a ton of stuff and okay, bid, and just placed a bid on 50 things at once. And one of them happened to be these printers that were all trash. If I was interested in taking the time, I'm sure I could have looked up the model numbers of the printers and taken pieces off them and sold individual pieces, like the paper tray. I could have, or one of them were printer scanners. Maybe you could take the top lid off and sell that, or pieces within the printer. If you found the part number and you knew what it went to, obviously you could sell it. I'm sure I could have made some money at least out of it, but I was not in the mood to be taking it apart and just screwing around with all these printers. And they took up a bunch of space in the garage for a while. So anyway, at one time I had over 100 of these Kodak things. They were all in the packaging still, but they were all returned and it was like taped back together again. So I tested every one of them, opened them up, test it. When it was fine, I threw it in a tub, test it, throw it in a tub, test it, throw it in a tub. And so I got 100 of them for probably $1 or $2 or whatever it was. And I'm selling for $7.99, of course, free shipping. And shipping prices have gone up since 2015 when I probably made this listing. Not a ton of money, but when you pool it all together, it adds up. So here is the Bosch 12-volt charger. Looks like I still have one available, 4 sold, $29.99 in free shipping. This was the 2-tool combo kit. 2 tools, 2 batteries, and the charger from Acme. I think it was a pricing error, but they were $49.99 for that whole kit. And I bought 5. I kept 1 for myself, but I didn't need the battery and the charger because I already had 12-volt battery and charger for Bosch, so I just kept the tools myself. Anyway, $29.99. I paid $50 for 2 tools, 2 batteries, and the charger, and I got $29.99 just for the charger. Of course, after shipping and fees, I probably only got $20 for it, but you can tell that obviously I made money on that. The Dewalt DCB 115, if you're not willing to spring for the 118, which is more expensive. However, I just posted today on my website the 118 for about $50 on Amazon, so that's cheaper. It usually can sell for closer to $100. But if you don't want to spring for that one, or you don't want it because it has a fan in it, or because you have 12-volt tools and that doesn't work for 12-volt tools, if you don't go for the DCB 118, the DCB 115 is a fantastic second option. 4-amp output. I had it for $19.99 plus shipping, and you can see I've sold all 4 of those. I don't remember what kit they came in, but it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's your second best Dewalt charger. Sold the Ryobi bag. What did I buy that was Ryobi? I bought a combo kit that came with like 4 tools. It wasn't even that long ago. I should be able to remember things like this. Definitely getting old. So it was a 3 or 4 tool combo kit. It all came with the tools in the bag with cardboard separators. I got that charger that I kept. You got to pick a free bare tool to go with it, and I picked the LED light, which I kept. And everything else is either listed or sold, and I don't remember. Probably a circular saw, impact driver, drill, maybe something else. Anyway, can you imagine I got $20 for this? The thing that screwed me was it went priority mail and the purchaser was in Hawaii. So it was more expensive than I wanted to ship. And a Dewalt 4-amp-hour battery for $49.99 plus shipping. I had 2 of those, and I have no idea where they came from at this point. So, those are the sales we'll look at in this video. Hopefully it maybe gave you some ideas, something you could sell that's around the house, around the garage, make a little extra money. Maybe when you're looking at the deals on the website, you'll do a little price analysis, looking at sold listings on eBay, and decide you can make some money on it. Typically, I want 3 times my money. So if I can't do that, then I don't buy, and that's, figuring the amount of eBay fees and time and risk of doing it. So 3x. But anyway, I have fun with it for the most part. You get that rogue customer every once in a while that you just want to slap the shit out of, but for the most part, it's pretty good. It's like 90% good. 90%. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe for another subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.